Hi, I'm Jo and welcome to my Aussie backyard. I'm currently out with the chickens, just letting them free range. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. The weather in Melbourne has been awful the last week, hence I haven't been out doing any filming. But we've got some good news, and that is all of our new chickens can now take themselves to bed. So that's very exciting news. They get up in the morning. We've got the automatic door opener, and it also closes. And from Thursday, they've been making sure they're up in bed before the door closes. So, yep, they've finally learnt how to be part of the flock, which is fabulous. At the moment, we've only got Wendy, who's broody, but we've got her out to get some fresh air. So she's the one that's walking around clucking. And there's Rhonda, and I'll scoot around under the table. And there we've got, oh crikey, Sharon. That's Barb and Jeff and Buff. And I don't know where Nikki is. Nikki was around just before, but can't see her at the moment. Oh, there she is. Hang on. Well, let me go under the table. She's behind the big pot over there. She's digging. So for those of you who have been around for a while, you'll probably notice we've got rid of all the pots from the summer crops. And so we emptied all the pots and we've laid down some grass seed, hoping to get some grass. And you see the dirt flying, so that's Nikki. She's digging in it at the moment. And we've just been collecting rubbish because we're going to have a hard rubbish in the next couple of weeks. So up the side of our house, we've got a whole pile of rubbish that needs to go out, and we're this week, Friday, we're getting a new front door and a new rear door. So I won't book the hard rubbish until that's been done, and we'll add those to the pile. So as you can see, the new and the old are pretty much amalgamated, but Nikki's still a bit awful, and Wendy is broody, so she's a bit temperamental, but they're fine. Barb and Rhonda, there's Barb, very accepting of the new girls, and I do think that's why they actually learnt how to walk up and down the ramp on their own. I'm so proud of them. Over here we've currently got Nikki and Rhonda. We moved a pot so that they're fossicking for worms and bugs in there. We're trying to keep them off the perlite because, well, they'll eat it if they have the chance. And there we've got, well, someone got a bit close. Hey! Nasty. Even woke Barb up. Okay, that's Wendy. Wendy's a bit wet at the moment. She just got squirted with the water bottle. She's not happy. Buff isn't happy, although Buff's happily eating again. But yeah, wasn't expecting that. But at least I've got Nikki and Rhonda, they couldn't care less. Sharon's been very protective of the others. Hang on, I'll zoom out. So, yeah, Sharon was very concerned from what was happening with the little Buff. And, well, Jeff's just in her own world. So I'd love to know what breed Jeff has been crossed with, because if you notice everyone else's feet, they've got the leg warmers on, whereas Jeff's feet are totally bare. His legs appear longer than the others. So, and his beak's a different shape. So even though he's got the look like a Silkie, he's definitely been bred with something else, and I'd love to know what it is. He's not laying eggs at the moment. Jeff's a she. She's not laying eggs at the moment, so hopefully they'll be a different colour to the others. But I guess we'll wait and see. So there's Nikki. Nikki's tolerant of them. Barb is always the observer. Hey, Barb. I've just thrown some corn down. They all love their corn. I'm sure it won't be too long until Wendy goes upstairs. You can hear her cluck all the time, so she's still in the throes of being extremely broody. Hello, there's Nikki, Wendy, Barb, a loud motorbike, that's Shaz, Nikki pecking her, Buff is the little black one, Jeff, and Rhonda. I'm not going to throw any more corn down. I'll wait until Wendy goes back up, because Wendy and Nikki have always been the mean girls, but with Wendy being broody and in the coop, Nikki's been more tolerant of the younger ones. So I'll wait until all the corn's gone before I throw any more out when Wendy goes back up in the coop. But it's good to see she's having a good feed. She's had a good drink. So I'd like to give them some corn over there, but I don't want to encourage Wendy around. And not poor Rhonda. Rhonda's having more fun finding worms. Wendy keeps going near the coop door, so I think she wants to go back up, but she doesn't want to miss out on any food. Well, Wendy has stayed out a lot longer than I thought. So, but Buff's just been sitting down. Wendy's been doing her own thing. Rhonda's joined the group. Sharon's just over there. So, this is our flock. Well, We did have Rhonda and Sharon. But yeah, they've just been sitting with me, which is, I'm glad they're not on the perlite, but yeah, you'd think they'd make the most of being outside of their coop. Anyway, I'll leave it here. Thank you for watching. If you would like to like this video and subscribe if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it. But I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.